Hey, I need a quick validation tool. Maybe something that requires minimal code to accomplish? Well, I can handle that request in one workflow action, Bob. I know, you're looking at the title of this video and saying datasets. Christian, how are you gonna make datasets interesting? They are just keywords with sets of data below it. Thus the name, data set. It is just a drop-down menu of values. Why are you wasting my time? You will not make this interesting. We've had a lot of projects where we've been asked to dip in a large number of documents. Those documents might not necessarily be matched or have a good index file where it's being matched one-to-one to a document type in OnBase. In the past, we would try to set up the dip and be really, really frustrated when we would have 10,000 documents that have now failed the dip process because we didn't have a one-to-one mapping from the index file. I'm going to help you. This one example will probably open up your mind to different ways that this strategy could be implemented and different ways that you can validate using data sets. Without further ado, I'm going to jump into OnBase and show you. So I might have sparked your interest, and we've decided that we're going to handle this situation through workflow. We're going to assign all those documents that come in through a dip a generic document type, and we're going to store the value that was in an index file into another keyword, then translate it to a property, and then we're going to set our document type to that value. So anyone that's ever used the set document type action knows that it does not fail gracefully. So we have to validate that that document type exists in the system prior to setting it. To accomplish that, we created a keyword. We named it document type. We're very creative here. And we set it to an external data set. And in this external data set, we wrote a query that essentially just returns all of our document types that are in the doc type table that we've configured in OnBase. So now we have a data set called document type that just gives us a list of all the document types. I think you're starting to connect the dots of what we're trying to do here. The next thing that we're doing is we're now going to set up a rule to evaluate on that data set. We're going to use the function isItInDataset, and we're going to pass it through the literal name of the keyword that houses the data set, as well as the value that we're evaluating. So here, all I did was type in a document type that I know exists in the system. We click test, and it's true. So that document type does exist in our system. We can now move on to the next action, set it to that document type, and know that everything is going to work as it's intended. And then here, I added another use case for this. You could set all of your holidays to a keyword and then evaluate on whether or not that day is a holiday. And that day is, yay, no work. I hope that I've made data sets maybe a little bit more interesting. Maybe I've just failed miserably at it. At the very least, hopefully it's a new tool in your OnBase toolbox. And you know what I keep in my toolbox? A snack. Something to keep me going the rest of the day. So my kids gave me this snack for today's video. And an interesting fact about this snack is, I'm sorry, Nutella, it is in the top 10 for the most unhealthy snacks that you can have. I've never had this either, but maybe it'll be good. It looks like a piece of bread, like French bread. Ooh, it's a nice baguette. Well, that's crunchy, and there's definitely Nutella in there. I think what they're gonna come up with next, Vegemite sticks. Our editor is from Australia, so maybe she's had them.